For about the past month, I have seen the internet going wild about this new game called Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, and from what I have seen so far, which really isn't much, people are treating this game like the next Concord. From face value, I don't like this game. The name is also too long. I feel like this is just modern gaming trying really hard to be creative. So far, the attempt to be creative on their part has fallen flat on its face. This is Naughty Dog's new game, and it looks like people are not happy. So far, the trailer has been out for about 3 weeks, and it has been 3 weeks of YouTube's full attention, and I have avoided it for a while. But now I actually want to look into it and why everyone is complaining about this game, yet it hasn't even come out yet. I did some research on Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, and the first problem with this game is with its name. I feel that they should have really come up with a better name. The name is a real mouthful to pronounce. And the other thing is, the name really doesn't specify what the game is about. It's not very self-explanatory like The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Grid, Yakuza, FIFA. This is what I'm talking about. A name that can get the point across easily. This is where this new Naughty Dog game really failed. The biggest problem with this game, that I am sure is the biggest reason for all the hate that the trailer has received, is the main character. People absolutely hate what the character looks like. I am not the biggest fan of the character either. Just to give you some context and to really put into perspective what I am trying to say, here is a picture of the voice actor. Her name is Tatiana Gabriella, who seems to be a rather popular actress, and now that you have seen her, let me show you the character she plays in the game. As you can see, it's more or less the same person, but they have drastically over-exaggerated and altered her appearance. They have also changed her body, because this is what the body of the voice actor looks like, and this is the body of the main character. I really have no idea how they could make the main character so unattractive. I looked into what the game is about and the development of it. From what I saw, it looks like the game started development back in 2020, and that is not a good sign. This game is a Sony exclusive, and in like Sony fashion, they spend big when it comes to their exclusives. For example, the game Concord already cost Sony $400 million, and that was a game that had been in development since 2016. So you can imagine what this game must have already cost Sony. I am sure that by now, they must have spent a lot of money, even with just the trailer itself. They must have already dropped anywhere from $60 to $100 million by now. The game has been in development for 4 years, and all they have to show is a very bad trailer. The trailer is almost 5 minutes, and it's 5 minutes of pretty much nothing but cinematics. I know that they're trying to show the power of the PS5, but you think they would have done a better job at making a better trailer than the one they did. After 4 years in development, what have they been doing all this time? The other thing I wanted to talk about are some of the other characters in the game. In the trailer, there were only a few characters. Based on the research I did, it looks like they're getting quite a few Hollywood actors. They already have Kumail Nanjiani and Tony Dalton. They also say that Troy Baker is cast to be in the game. They just haven't said which character he will play yet. So most of the people in this game already have something to do with The Last of Us, whether it be The Last of Us game or live action series. One last thing about the information I could find is the referencing of 2 animes. People are saying that the game takes inspiration from the animes Akira and Cowboy Bebop. First off, let me say this. The game looks nothing like the animes. The game tries to adapt both animes, but it really fails badly. I've watched the anime Akira, and as of this video, I've started watching Cowboy Bebop, which I have heard about many times. So I took the initiative, and what I can say is Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet does a very bad job of trying to depict the animes it was based on. The game comes across as more of a Star Wars Outlaws clone. The main character is the first problem. The animes I mentioned were both made in the late 80s and 90s, so the aesthetic really doesn't show. I am tired of every 80s aesthetic these days just being some random jukebox, a pair of old clothes, and music from the 80s and 90s. And when you finally see the character, she's cutting off her hair, when hairstyles were big back in the 80s and 90s. This game is just a mixed bag of nonsense. The one thing I thought that was cool is the fact that the ship is a Porsche. I thought that it was a little bit cheesy, but I'll let that one slide, because for some reason, people believe that edgy people drive Porsches. The final clip of the trailer makes me wonder what type of a game this game will play like. I have many doubts, but I won't be buying this game, so this really doesn't affect me. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.